Hello, Aquarius-Pisces. Welcome into your Cancer season forecast here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome in. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you so very much. And I thank you for your love and support. It truly means the world to me. If you guys want to become channel members, you can check out the different levels that I offer at the link in the description box below. And let's get into your message, okay? I've been figuring out and trying to ponder on how to word this for you, Aquarius Pisces. The phrases that I was getting in my meditation is there's a light being shined on a shadow. And there's also something about an ego crumbling, okay? So I don't know if you're experiencing some form of ego death, or you're witnessing an ego death, but there is some sort of truth that I feel like every time we get to your part of the chart, there's some truth here. I mean, that 12th house energy is always about transcending karma, so there could be illumination around a karmic energy that I guess you could say was trying to stay hidden, but I don't really think trying to stay hidden. There's something that it's tricky. You know what I'm feeling though? I think the reason why this is hard to articulate, because I think there's a lot of layers to what's happening for you in Cancer season, or for someone in Cancer season if you're cross-watching here, okay? There's a lot of layers that are kind of popping up all at once, or that your energy is going to have to focus on all at once. I'm hearing domino effect, so after one it kind of uncovers another, and then there's another, and then there's another, until you get to the end of the row of dominoes. I do think that there is some sort of lie that you are either going to get clarity around, or you're going to be giving clarity around. Something that tried to be buried, or something that someone buried, is resurfacing here in Cancer season. Yeah, I just heard shining a light for all to see. So something that might have been hidden from a group, a community, maybe something that wasn't known to the public might be coming out here in Cancer season. Yeah, someone might be definitely going through an egoic ending, an end to one facet of the ego, and then again the birth of another. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Someone could be trying to outrun something. It's like someone knows something's coming. But yeah, somebody's on the run. Okay. Oh boy, what are we getting into here, Aquarius Pisces? Yeah, the 5 of Cups. It's like somebody doesn't want someone or a group or the public to be disappointed in them for their Knight of Wands ways and behaviors in the past. 6 of Cups. Yeah, it's like don't look at my past. Don't judge me based off of that. But let's just focus forward. Somebody's trying to sweep something under the rug here, or get people to not. Maybe this has to do with like a news cycle. Like, you know how sometimes something might happen and it absolutely needs to be world news, and it should be world news, but then there's like something else that comes that kind of knocks it out of the news cycle and everybody kind of forgets. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. 7 of Wands. It's like, no. Let's go back to what you were saying, or let's go back to that moment. Somebody's looking at the past with new eyes, or it's like what comes out, this Ace of Swords energy that might be popping up here in Cancer season, it shifts the hearts of people. Why that's relevant, why the hearts of people is relevant, I'm not sure, but it just seems like, I just heard people feel betrayed or let down, disappointed. You know what I hear? Ever hear that Tyra Banks snippet? We were rooting for you. We all rooted for you. It's like somebody's, or a group of people might be realizing that they've been deceived about who somebody is, what somebody was capable of. You know what it gives? Somebody like playing the victim in a situation when in fact they were the aggressor. So like getting a whole bunch of people to believe that they were victimized, and then it comes out that they were actually the initiation or the facilitator of something. Like they actually were projecting who they were onto someone else. Ooh. Yeah, a Page of Cups, right. Now somebody wants to say sorry with the Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody's going to want to move on from something or move past something, or maybe there's some sort of confession energy. Like, yeah, okay, I did it. Yeah, that was me. And then quickly something else wants to pop up, or someone might manufacture something to pop up so that everybody forgets about it because it's yesterday's news, and now this new scandal or this new thing is what everyone's speaking about. So something about media cycles has to do with this. Somebody wants to say they're sorry now after all this time. Or someone's just not gonna, a sorry isn't gonna get everyone to move on. So this could be something that's really, really bad. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. You know what I'm also getting? The word tolerance. You know how some people can get away with being problematic because they somewhat make it a part of their branding or their personality or something of the sort? Like they can kind of fix it and turn it into something that you or people might actually love about them or like, but it really is like nasty, like it's toxic. It's not anything to really be held in admiration around. Like it's something of that. Okay, so what does this mean? What's going on? Clarify this Knight of Wands. Yeah, somebody definitely was reckless in the past, but their reckless story or how they were being reckless has maybe been hidden. Queen of Swords. Somebody got a reckless mouth too. It's like, yeah, that was cute when you was this age, but at this big age, still doing that is like, nah, we need to review. Like, something wrong with the heart here. Okay, clarify the Five of Cups. Somebody's trying to avoid judgment. Yeah, I keep getting that. It's like somebody does not want to be judged for who they were. But the problem with that, though, what I'm sensing, like I said, something's coming to the light. The problem that I'm sensing is there's still that person. So it's one thing to be like, yeah, that was the young me, that was the foolish me, that was the me that didn't know no better, but I don't do that no more. I'm not like that no more. I'm, shifted. I'm this, I'm that. I don't know that somebody could really pull that card, or they might not be all the way successful in pulling that card because there could be some receipts around that not really being true. So, and this could even be on a global type of scale, right? Where maybe the collective consciousness is starting to recognize media tactics or ploys and PR stunts and things that public figures or the public world, politics, all of that, the patterns and the habits and the things that they do to curate, I think is the best word, to curate the information or their perception to remain in a light of innocence, or to remain in some sort of high regard or high esteem. Or even if they don't care about high regard and high esteem, it's to keep something hush, like to keep their involvement or whatever the case was hidden. But a lot of that isn't working anymore. It won't work because that is that Pluto Capricornian energy that's slowly but surely crumbling. So I just heard it's a mess. Yeah, something might get a little messy here, Aquarius Pisces. I don't know if this is in your life or you're witnessing a mess happen and play out, but something's about to get a little messy that can't be cleaned up as easily as it once was. So it's like somebody being caught red-handed or kind of caught in the act or seen for who they truly are. Or, yeah, it's like maybe there were like rumors about this and rumors about that, and it was easy to kind of like shoo those rumors off to the side, but maybe those rumors were true. Somebody has documented evidence. I just heard that can't be burned. Oh, well, that's that hidden. Someone been burying something. Okay, so there could be a skeleton or skeletons coming out of somebody's closet this season. Clarify. Yeah, it's like people are disappointed that they thought somebody was positive, but it might really turn out that they're really just ego-driven. Or someone was really, again, held in high regard, high esteem at one point, and now that's kind of not so much the case. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse. Clarify the Page of Cups. Yeah, that somebody really doesn't, like I said, somebody's heart, like, no. Somebody's heart is dark. And I don't like to use the word dark because dark isn't necessarily negative. Somebody's heart is void. Like they're not a Queen of Cups. They don't really, I think that's the persona. They're a Queen of Cups. They just want love. They're just so innocent. They're just so sweet. And maybe not even sweet. Maybe that's like not even it. It's like, yeah, Queen of Swords, I have a reason to be so cold because I'm really just a softie at heart. There is no soft heart. Ooh. There is no soft heart. They're just cold. And there's a difference between having boundaries and people want to be like, oh, you're so cold-hearted. No, I'm just setting up a boundary. You know what I mean? I'm just not interested in being toyed with or dealt with in a way that I don't like. There's a difference between just being nasty-hearted, like just mean-spirited. Maybe that's the word. Somebody in truth is mean-spirited. Like I said, somebody has a reckless mouth, like, this would be an energy where like they don't treat service workers right, or you know, they think people are beneath them, so they just have this air of maybe arrogance or stuffiness. I'm hearing just kind of ego, the ego that somebody has been yielding. I'm hearing branding, marketing, all of that, whatever. So I don't know what this is. Just again, take it only as it resonates. Is literally probably about to be their downfall, but it's a downfall they can't stop. Two of Swords, right? Because now people are going to have to measure that apology or that kind of like, I'm hearing false sincerity. Sincerity, is that how you say it? False sincerity up against the truth that they now know. So it's like, yeah, something's coming out that can't really be refuted. It's not, you can't, oh, that was out of context, oh, that, you know, da da da. It's like, ooh, no, that just, it really puts somebody in a bad light that was once held in a bright light or a good light. I don't know. Clarify the Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, somebody's not going to be able to move on or get people to move on from this quickly. Judgment. Like I said, somebody's running from judgment. No, you can't outrun this judgment. It's like, yeah, somebody can't have a Two of Cups. Somebody can't be the Queen of Cups. I would say emotionally manipulative. Temperance energy. Yeah, so that's the rebalancing, the Tower and the World and the Nine of Wands. Right. The high esteem energy, or what the I just heard the pedestal. The pedestal that somebody was on. Their time in that pedestal is up, the World. Because it's almost like now, whatever that ego is, whatever the persona, whatever the energy is starting to offend. It's offensive. Or people are going to feel offended by whatever this is. Clarify. Four of Pentacles, thank you. Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like what somebody says they're about, they're not really about. So what they are really about is going to come out. Yeah, Five of Swords. I'm trying to tell you. Whatever half-truth, whatever version of the story, the narrative that tried to be spun, or they might attempt to spin to kind of almost like gaslight. Five of Swords gives me a little bit of gaslighting energy. Like trying to tell somebody and convince somebody, or convince multiple people that they didn't see what they saw. You know, what they're hearing isn't true. Da 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 da, when in fact it is. But that's the power of perception that I don't think is on someone's side anymore. From how I'm feeling it. Show me the Knight of Wands with the Queen of Swords, Divine. Page of Wands, High Priestess. I'm confirming something. Ten of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to keep all this. Right. Five of Swords, back at the bottom. Yeah, there's definitely a truth coming to light with the Sun and the High Priestess. Something that was kept in secret or made to be hidden. Yeah, it's going to come out in the wash, whatever that is. Page of Wands. With the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Swords. Right, perception. So people who were accepting of the perception that was being fed to them are going to feel some type of way about the truth of what was really going on. This Three of Swords with the Two of Cups in reverse, Seven of Wands. Like I said, someone's going to try to defend that, you know, no, I was a victim. No, you know, da 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 da. I don't know. Something like that, but I just heard there's no excuses. You lied. Five of Swords. You lied. And that's the thing about lying. The truth will always come out. No matter how long it takes, it will always come out. So it's like, yeah, people are in the Two of Swords now. It's like, okay, cool, we can understand that that was the past, but that don't actually mean that, I don't want to say that you're not forgiven, but it's like somebody is going to be seen differently now. But the difference is the truth that people aren't going to let go of. Clarify the Page of Cups with this Two of Swords. People are not going to let go of. Like I said, there are going to be people who feel very betrayed by this truth. Like everything I thought about that person or about you or about this was a lie. And now it's like that's a point of no return. Sun's still slightly in Gemini here, right? As I'm recording this, but you'll see this once the sun's in Cancer. Once the mind interprets and receives, I want to say a bona fide truth, an undisputable truth, there's really no lie that can come back in to cover up what the mind now knows. Okay. Clarify the Six of Swords in reverse in Judgment. Yeah, this is overdue judgment for somebody. Yeah, the Page of Swords in reverse. There's nothing that can be said. There's no narrative that can be spun that is going to change the mind of people. Clarify the Six of Swords with Judgment. Queen of Pentacles. There's the Ace of Swords and the Hierophant. So there could be a truth coming out about a Queen of Pentacles. Something about the Hierophant feels like status quo. Like upholding some sort of long-standing institution or feeding into it. Like, let me know if this resonates or how this resonates, because this feels, it feels very macro and micro at the same time. Like it could be ultra specific for a situation someone's in, but it can also apply to a lot that's happening in the world. So just, again, take what resonates with you. That Hierophant energy could be the status that's falling or like the pedestal that someone was on. So the truth is they're not really the Hierophant, or they don't really have wisdom. They haven't really learned. They're just the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe something was done for money. Somebody traded in their character, or like somebody did something very unsavory for money. I'm hearing at the expense of someone else. Ace of Wands. Okay. Clarify the Six of Swords in reverse with Judgment. Thank you, the Star. Yeah. With the Nine of Cups. It's almost like if there was someone that was blocked or held down, Seven of Wands around someone's heart, or someone's ability to connect. Like if something about that was distorted, that's being called into balance and healing with the Star. It's like someone's wishes are fulfilled, at the expense of a truth being revealed. So it's like, what someone tried to hide now elevates another, or clears the name of someone. Yeah, it's like now people, okay, it's almost like you only having one side of the story. So maybe that's what's relevant here. Maybe you only have one side of the story, Aquarius, Pisces, or someone only has the one side of the story in something that deals with you. But that other side of the story is definitely going to be, I'm hearing, cemented as fact. Not theory, not gossip, but fact. That then puts I'm hearing the public, or that puts people in this situation or in the community in the Two of Swords. Like a changed mind. Yeah. Or it could be polarizing. Whatever this truth is. It has one person or one group of people feeling that they want to stick with what the perception was prior, and then other people like, nah, I'm gonna hold on to the truth with that one. So maybe that's it. Maybe whatever this clarity is polarizing in some way. It makes people feel like they're on one side of the fence or the other. But it almost feels like it's gonna be hard to it's going to be hard to hold on to that old perception, though. People will fight to do so, but it's not going to make people look crazy, but it's, you know what I mean? It's going to be like, okay, something might be a little off over there if you can't accept what is clearly and plainly true. Like, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know, Aquarius, Pisces. I feel like every time I get to your energy, there's always something going on that I'm like unsure about, but then when I release it, y'all be resonating. So okay, I'm gonna keep flowing with it. Let me know again if this resonates, but if you don't want to share any private details, just leave your favorite rose emoji down in the comments with a little sparkle around it. And if you're a channel member resonating with this, drop the custom emojis. Y'all know I love to see them. All right, that's how I know you're connecting with the energy. All right, it's a beautiful way to exchange energy. Okay, so then what will grow and bloom out of this truth, out of this new light coming into a old situation? I want to say stop the endless searching, the Holy Grail, Temple of the Rose, sacred power, expression in the Scarlet Codes, Mother Rose, returning to each other in compassion. Somebody was able to garnish a lot of compassion from people, or from a particular person, or maybe from you. However, where it almost feels, I don't want to say unwarranted, but it's like that could be what polarizes. People still might have compassion, and then other people are not going to have compassion about it. Like I just heard, nah, that's fucked up. Like, nah. But that's what someone's going to be vying for. Oh, but that was a past me. Oh, compassion. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody might be trying to pull at the humanity of people, where it's like what was done was inhumane. So how could you now want humanity from others when you aren't operating out of humanity at all? Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like that was a really evil thing to do. So then it's like, how do you see someone then as in a positive light when you know they've done something that evil? Evil is the word that's coming to my mind. So I really, ooh child, we might be getting another wave of truth that sounds stranger than fiction through the media. So just take that if that's how this is connecting for you. Okay, potential, it's happening. Keep going. Yeah. What else is healing here? Come to me, attract like a rose, receive and desire. Yeah, something is happening. Like there's no making it not happen or stopping it from happening. It's happening. Ancestral work, healing and individuation. That's what somebody needs to do. That's the judgment call to the star. Somebody has to kind of yeah, it's like them not doing the healing work isn't going to be tolerated anymore, or them not operating out of a healed version, or still kind of keeping up that energy, or using that as their, I'm hearing like their aesthetic. It's not hitting, it's not landing the way that it used to. So somebody gonna have to actually find a new identity. Y'all, we're gonna be talking about identity work for a good little grip with Saturn and Neptune in the first house of Aries. So just bear with me on that, but it's like somebody's gonna really have to do that in order to, I'm hearing, get back in the good graces of others. So something about the perception of others is significant to this dynamic. Someone wants to be received and desired still, but whatever this truth is might make that desirability tank, like go down, or them not be received well anymore. So really what I'm sensing is someone's been evading accountability for a very long time and maybe capitalizing off of that lack of accountability or whatever the perception is, and now it's their day in the sun of accountability. Now they're going to be held to judgment, because there's definitely a truth ready to be revealed. Okay. Inner mother innocence and tenderness. Yeah. And that's where the Queen of Cups to be in reverse. That's what somebody lacks. Or like, that again could be the persona, but that isn't the truth. Okay, second chance. I'm trying to tell you, someone's going to want a second chance. Someone's going to be vying for people to have mercy on them, compassion towards them. Oh, you know how in like court cases sometimes, in like heinous tragedy, someone's like brutally, you know, unalived, and then they take it to court, and then the perpetrator wants to claim insanity, like wants to be like, oh, they're mentally unstable, and oh, you know, they deal with this, when in fact they're just a heinous human being. Like, do you see what I'm saying? But it's like that's the defense. Oh, I deal with this, and oh, they're not in their right mind. But even there are so many people who aren't in their right mind but don't do things like that. So we can't blame mental disorder for evil doing. But it's a common way that people try to, again, regain compassion for people. Oh, I struggle with this and I struggle with that, so like, you know, have mercy on me. When it's like, no, it's like that was just evil. Like, that was just evil to do. So yeah, someone's definitely going to be wanting a second chance here. Yeah, after the rain, silver lining, hope it's over, mercy. I can't make it up. Someone's going to want mercy. Someone might be begging for mercy or begging for forgiveness or pleading, trying to plead their case. So I don't know, maybe court and the law is involved here to give them a second chance to try to get something right or to do something better. Yeah, surrender to the mystery and trust. What else? The sacred waters, replenishment, health, and self-care. Yeah, that could be why that Queen of Cups is in reverse. Clarify the sun of the anointed. Oh, interesting. Answer the call, leadership, and soul gifts. Hidden in plain sight, learning and teaching. Right. So this truth that might be surfacing has been hidden in plain sight. But again, it's something about attention span, or, you know, we as a society, we're so numbed out to like shit that be going on because it's so common now. It's almost like every day there's some sort of generational tragedy. Like things that used to happen once every blue moon is now every 3 days. You know what I mean? It's like there's fatigue. And a lot of what we're being shown, especially media-wise, especially in the realm of politics and government and all of that, is banking on that fatigue for people to forget and be too drained with all the other chaos that goes on in the world to care about what we, again, as a society should absolutely be caring about and not letting fall by the wayside. So maybe this is just a broader global thing, okay? but it could have some sort of mirror effect in your own world. You might be learning a truth about someone, or I don't know, Aquarius, Pisces, maybe there's a truth coming out about you. Doesn't necessarily have to be a negative one, but you're tied into some sort of truth that is ready to be revealed. However that happens, it is an opportunity to heal. Okay? Maybe somebody's been working really hard to have a second chance, or, you know, really trying to stay on the right side of things. And it's time for that scale to be balanced. Take that all as it resonates. As always, I thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I'm going to leave it there. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can book that at my website, cusproses.store. That'll be linked in the description box below. Make sure you also shop your merch there, okay? And other ways that you can nurture our sanctuary here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your hypes and your subs. If you would like to go further with that energy exchange, there are links for you to do so as well in the description box. So make sure you guys read through that. And again, if you want to watch readings like this on my channel early and ad-free, you can join the channel membership at the link down below. By the time you see this message, I will have the personal reading memberships revamped on my store site. So if you want a monthly session with me, you can book that, you can join, and you can always cancel at any time, okay? So I thank you guys so very much, and I appreciate your love and support. I'll see you next season. Namaste.